Heel, heel, little frog's tail, the heart, and the circulation. Blood symbolizes life. Every drop of blood contains the whole individual. That is why one drop of blood is enough to make a complete diagnosis. Blood pressure is an expression of human dynamics due to the interaction of blood flow and vessel walls. Blood reflects the self, and the walls represent the boundaries towards which personality development is oriented, and the resistance that opposes that development. Low blood pressure occurs in people who do not challenge these boundaries at all. They avoid all resistance. They never go to the limit. They faint. That is to say, they absent themselves from problems. They do not want to assume their responsibility. High blood pressure usually appears in a person when a conflict that affects them is raised in a conversation. This causes pressure because they do not face it, but by expressing it verbally, that is, telling others, the pressure drops. These are people who need to talk about themselves, about their problems. These people say, I control myself, I hold back so as not to explode. Then the pressure rises internally. The heart is the center of the body and is located in the center, slightly tilted to the left, which corresponds to the right hemisphere of the brain, the side of feelings. When one points to oneself, one touches the heart. The heart is divided internally, a fact that occurs at birth. For before birth and its entry into the polarity consummated with the first breath of air, the heart's divider closes with a reflex movement, and what was one large chamber and one circulatory system suddenly becomes two. That is the reason for the cry. The human being actually has two centers, one above and one below, head and heart, understanding and feeling. An emotion makes the heart alter and lose its habitual rhythm. It can be fear, joy, or love. Heart disturbances happen when a person does not dare to let themselves be altered by emotions. The individual clings to reason and is not willing to let themselves be governed by feelings. Then the emotion moves to the somatic terrain and they have to auscultate their heart. We are thus forced to listen to our heart. The heart patient is now forced to constantly monitor their heart, to live so focused on it that they now place it at the center of their mind. Varicose veins are due to the accumulation in the upper leg veins of blood that does not return properly to the heart. This denotes a person's close bond to the earth. It also denotes apathy and heaviness. The blood thickens and does not circulate well. To the same extent that a person stops transforming, symptoms of strangulation or blocked circulation manifest in their body. Everything flows, and if it doesn't flow, it stagnates. In the next video, we will talk about bones and nerves.